Daytona Beach, Florida, home to Hankster's Hot Rods, Muscle Car, and Collector Car Showroom, as well as Hankster's Garage. Today we have a Hankster certified unit to present to you, a 1967 Chevrolet Camaro. So let's check it out. It is a 400 motor. On the driver's side firewall there, you have a cowl tag. We'll have a photo of the cowl tag on our website. You can choose to break that down if you'd like. On the driver's side firewall beneath the cowl tag is your power brake booster. Tells you the car does have power brakes. On the side of the engine block there, you can see that the car does have headers. How about the power steering? Yes, it does. Power steering reservoir is mounted on the driver's side front of the engine block. Now, typically, when you're looking at one of our vehicles, especially a first-gen Camaro, you'll see an AC compressor somewhere on the passenger side of the block if the car is equipped with AC. This car is not. But guess what? We have first-generation Camaro AC units in stock and ready to install, and it can be done in about 5 business days at our Hankster's Garage facility prior to your car shipping. So if you're in the north, you know it's cold up there right now, there's possibly snow on the ground, you can't necessarily drive the car. So if you give us an extra week or two, depending on the schedule over at our garage, we can definitely get AC installed in this vehicle for you if that's something that you're interested in. Also, Hankster's Garage, we do front disc brake conversions, four-wheel disc brake conversions, lowering kits, different wheel and tire packages, Dakota digital dash, TMI interiors, you know, so there's some stuff that we do over there. We're going to be posting on our social media, you know, Facebook page, Instagram, things like that. Some of the work we have been producing through our shop. We did a 68 Camaro yesterday that is heading to Utah. We're doing another 68 Camaro this week that is heading to Michigan. And then we're also doing an awesome 67 GTO convertible that's heading to the great state of Texas. Thank you guys in Texas. You are good to us. We send a lot of cars there and we're very thankful for that. Let's continue with our presentation on our 67 Camaro. You do have a raised hood here. It is like, I would call it, this color, it's like a special color. It's like a mixture between like a purple and a bronze. It's not quite purple, but it's not quite maroon. It's kind of a unique color. The hood stripes are painted on, from what I can tell. If they're not painted on, they're just vinyl with clear over them, but definitely in good shape. Hood scoop's in good shape, not cracked or chipped in any way. And the paint on top of the hood and the fenders in pretty good condition. There's like a little tiny bubble there. That's about the only thing that I see. Other than that, you know, all of our cars in our showroom are driver quality paint jobs. We don't have any show quality or concourse quality paint work in our facility. We have in the past, but generally we make our money in driver quality vehicles. Obviously, SS350 is not you know, representative of what's underneath the hood. It is a 400 motor in there. Chrome on the front bumpers in good shape. Bumper's not brand new, but it doesn't have any chrome peel, any rust, any pitting, anything like that. The lower spoiler that you're used to seeing or accustomed to seeing on the first-gen Camaros, black plastic. It is in one piece, not broken or anything like that. Stepping around to the driver's side of the car, raised white letter Cooper tires, brand new American racing wheels. We didn't put those on there, but I know the owner who did, and they aren't even a year old. The driver's side front fender, from a paint standpoint, both high and low, in nice shape. We'll get you a lower view here of the front fender on the driver's side. You can see there's no blisters or filler cracks down there, paint cracks down there, and then around your wheel opening, it's all in nice condition as well. We'll jump up to our front windshield here and take a look at the glass clarity and quality. Pretty good shape. You can see that there's no cracks or chips in it, or hopefully you can see that. We'll go up to the roof before continuing on down the side of our 67 Camaro here. All of your paint up top in nice condition. No clear coat fade, blistering, bubbling, cracking, anything like that going on. The glass on the car all the way around is in pretty nice shape. Hopefully you can see the vent window there. Nice and clear. Driver's side door glass, you know, there's a couple faint scratches in it, but nothing too serious. The car does have a little bit of tint to it. It's not drastic, but it is tinted in, you know, some capacity, a little bit there on all of the windows, including the front windshield. The body lines on the car are pretty good. You can see, hopefully, that the driver's side door there fits nicely to the front fender and to the rear quarter. And then you don't have any kind of cracking or blistering going on there at the bottom of the door, nor on the rocker panel. Car does have dual chrome mirrors, one on the driver door, one on the passenger door. Let's hop inside the car. Starting out with the door panel. It's painted up top here. Paint is nice on the vehicle. Armrest is brand new. We put 2 brand new armrests on the car because both sides were split, so those are brand new armrests. The door panels are in nice condition. I'll show you the drivers. We'll show you the passengers here shortly. See if I can get this. No, I'm going to have to. Let me unbuckle the seat belt here so I can get the seat forward. Front and rear seat belts in the car. Headliner in the car is in nice shape. There's no rips or tears in it. The seat back here in nice condition. It's got that expensive wood steering wheel in it. I don't know if you, we put those on Camaros, and let me tell you something, they aren't, that's not a $150 steering wheel right there. It's about double that. The gauge clarity, bezel clarity looks good. The dash pad looks good. It is a 4-speed car, so we'll take it out and shift it and show you how it shifts. If I can get my finger under the floor mat. Carpeting in the car, nice. Look on the hump there where the center console meets the floor area. None of the carpeting is torn, discolored, ripped. Center console looks to be in pretty nice condition. All right, let's continue. The drop down from the roof to the rear quarter in nice shape. None of the paint is blistered or cracked. The top of the quarter here, we'll pan the entire quarter starting high and then going down low on the quarter. You can see there low in front of and behind the wheel, and then of course going around the wheel. All the paint on the car is real nice, nice condition. Back to our glass clarity, rear windshield. Once again, it's tinted, so you can barely see. There are some 6x9s there. We will see on the test drive. I don't think they work, I think because there's a radio delete panel on this car. Glass clarity back here, real nice, even though it's tinted. You know, you could tell the window's not scratched all to hell. The stripes on the deck lid continue onto the spoiler. Those are all in nice shape. You can see that none of the silver's cracked or etched or peeling. I think those are vinyl and they're cleared over. They're real smooth, almost like they're painted. It's tough to tell sometimes. The rear bumper, I can't talk today. Rear bumper condition, about as nice as the front. You have your bumper bolts there, chrome on the rear bumper, you know, all in nice shape. Chrome around your tail lights and the reverse lights. Those also look to be in good condition. Got your SS gas cap there. Trunk. Just a simple trunk mat. No jack, no spare in this car. We don't take them out. If we get them, you know, you get them. If we don't get them, then you don't get them. And trunk pan, nice and solid. There's no issues there in terms of any kind of rust holes or rot holes in the trunk pan. Trunk mat's brand new. All right, passenger side of the car. The body lines on this car are very nice. There are no waves in the doors or the rear quarters at all. The body fitment is nice down both the driver and passenger side. Once again, we will shoot the car low like we always do and show you the rear quarter condition around your wheels here. No rust bubbles or spots there. Look at how nicely the passenger door closes there to your rear quarter. See how the body's uniform here, the line that goes down, there's a little brush touch there. Just saw that. Your door goes down uniform from the very top of the quarter to the bottom there. Closes nicely. Door opens real easy, opens and closes real easy. I told you the armrests are brand new. Door panel's in real nice shape. The paint up top on the door, you know, not all chipped up or scratched up. You have your 4-speed there. Good looking car. All the carpeting, seats, the vinyl, interior, all in real nice condition. No history on this car, by the way, in case you're wondering. So any of our video presentations or photo presentations you're watching on any of our vehicles, if we have documentation on the car, we definitely disclose it not only in our videos, but also in our photos if it's something that can be photoed. Paint on the driver's side, passenger side, fenders, you know, they kind of mirror one another. Neither one have any kind of issues, either around the wheels, down low, up front. So I mentioned to you about the tint. There was a state inspection sticker here that peeled a little bit of the tint off of the front windshield. So that is a little spot there. That front windshield tint can be removed or redone if you'd like it to be. I think it's about $100. So, you know, keep that in mind. We're just leaving it like it is because a prospective buyer may or may not want tint on the front windshield, or they may not care the little portions ripped off, or they may want it retinted. So we'll let the buyer make that call. 1967 Chevrolet Camaro. We are going to take it out now on a, well, getting ahead of myself. First, we're going to put it on the rack and we're going to check out the undercarriage. We're going to do a presentation there for you, and then we'll take it out on a test drive and show you how the vehicle runs out. You know what's cool about our dealership is that you can visit us and you can look at any piece of inventory that you're interested in, and we will show it to you. Meaning that we'll pull it outside for you. You can check out the paint condition, interior condition, trunk condition, engine condition, real well out in the natural sunshine. We get a lot of it here in Florida. We'll put it on the rack for you, put it up in the air. You can check out the undercarriage, the floor pans, bottom of the motor, suspension components, you know, tire condition. We'll let you drive the car. You can see how the motor handles, performs, you know, if there's any vibrations or shakes or noises you don't like. If, you know, how the car steers, how it stops, how it accelerates. The reason we do these video presentations is because 90% of our business, believe it or not, is conducted sight unseen. People wire us, send us cashier's checks for cars, you know, $20,000, $50,000, $80,000. We do it quite often, not only through our Daytona Beach showroom, but also in our PA facility. You know, our PA store's been there 23 years now, and we've been here in Daytona for going on 8, real close to 8 years being open here. And we sell a lot of vehicles and we do a lot of sight unseen business. So hopefully our longevity in this business tells you something about our business model and the kind of quality and quantity of vehicle we move through our locations month after month and year after year. But I highly encourage you not to buy these things sight unseen. Come look at them. I buy these cars, drive these cars, work on these cars, sell these cars every single day. Well, about 6.5 days a week I do. So I'm very familiar with not only first-gen Camaros, but you know, a multitude of classic cars. You, however, may not be. When the car shows up, it's not going to be a brand new car. So you can expect some maintenance, you know, that comes with owning anything fun, you know, whether it's a boat or an RV or, you know, whatever the case may be. So we have an awesome facility here in Daytona. We have a very knowledgeable sales staff. We have 60 to 70 vehicles on hand. We're in a cool place. We have a, you know, Daytona Beach. We have the world famous Daytona International Speedway. They're both just a couple miles from us. There's a lot of cool dining here, a lot of cool shopping to do. So come visit our showroom, conduct a face-to-face transaction with us. Let us show you the car that you're interested in. We'll conduct some business. Maybe you can have a day or two out on the town to have a little bit of fun in Daytona Beach before flying or driving home. Let's put our 67 Camaro up in the air. We'll do an undercarriage presentation, and then we'll take it on a drive. Underneath our 1967 Camaro, disc brakes up front. You have tubular control arms here. Extra deep oil pan. The car does have a set of headers, so the starter has the heat wrap to it, so to prevent the headers from heating up the starter too terribly much. You can get a pretty good look at the driver's side of the pan here, and the freeze plugs up there, side of the block. It looks fairly fresh. The headers are in great shape here, both sides. I don't see any areas where they're smashed or any kind of rust holes. The frame rails on the car look real good. You can see here the car is suspended in the air by our lift sitting on the frame rails, and they're in good shape. The floor pans in the car, same way. You can see from the driver's side front all the way to the rear, all one solid piece. And it's that same way on the passenger side of the car. Taking a look at our transmission, looks to be in good shape here. I don't see anything leaking out of the tail shaft seal or side cover or anything like that. The exhaust system looks like it's brand new or newer, if not brand new. You can see the pipes are nice and clean. There's no rust or rot. Somebody knew what they were doing with a welder. Real nice beads on the welds on the exhaust system. Accelerator mufflers. The car has disc brakes in the rear, so four-wheel disc on our 67 Camaro. 10-bolt. The gas tank's in good shape as well. A lot of so when I'm looking underneath this car, a lot of the components to me look to be new. The gas tank, the tubular control arms, the exhaust system. So somebody's put some money in this car, and then of course it's converted to four-wheel disc brakes. It was never four-wheel disc out of the factory. The raised white letter Coopers are from 21, so those are fairly new as well. So with that, there's no dry rot or cracking. Now, let me show you guys. So there's your wear bars. Those of you unfamiliar with tire wear, once the tread is to those bars, it is time to replace the tire. As you can see, those bars are buried pretty deep down in the tread of this Camaro. So you have plenty of longevity on those Coopers, even if you are a little bit of a lead foot. 1967 Chevrolet Camaro. We're going to set it down on the ground and take it on a test drive, but before we do that, let's talk about our payment options. If you are a cash buyer, we accept cashier's check from your bank and then bank wire transfer. If you're coming to visit us in person, then and you want to bring us cash, we still do take that, believe it or not. It still does spend these days, even though you got all these different forms of electronic payments and credit card payments. We still will take cash. Financing. The collector car lenders we work with will do 5 to 15-year loans on our classic cars. Approval is required, of course. You have to be approved for the loan. A typical loan is anywhere from 5 to 8 years, maybe even 10 years. But they don't go over 9 years on like a $30,000 or $25,000 car. I believe the threshold for the 12 to 15-year loans are 50 grand. Check with the lender on that question. Of course, you have to have credit worthiness. You've got to have a certain credit score criteria in order to qualify for that extended type of loan. But again, that's something they can answer questions for you on. 10% down is going to be your minimum down payment if you're financing this car. Some may require more if your debt to income is a little high or your credit's a little shaky. But 10% is going to be the minimum no matter how awesome your credit is. There's no prepayment penalty on the loan, so if you take it out for 8 years and you pay it off in 2, you aren't going to get penalized for doing that. Simple interest loan, all the additional payments go towards principal, not interest. Once the vehicle is funded in full, we put the car through a pre-delivery inspection. Check lug nut torque, check tire pressure, check fluids, lights, wipers, turn signals, things like that. They're old cars. Believe it or not, anything can start leaking or stop working at any given moment. Therefore, we put it through one last shakedown prior to it leaving our facility and heading your direction. Once the vehicle is through inspection, the car goes through detail, and then a carrier is dispatched and it's on its way to you. Typically, we can have a truck here within 48 hours of it going through processing. However, if you are in a more rural or remote destination, or you live on the West Coast, it takes a little bit longer. Give us 3, 4, 5 business days, but I promise you, once we're funded, we move quickly. Car goes through inspection, goes through detail, a carrier is dispatched, and then the car's gone. The whole process is a lot faster than you might think it is. We do this a couple times a month. Let's set our 67 Camaro down on the ground and we'll take it on to the test drive. It's a beautiful Friday morning here in Central Florida. We'll show you how the vehicle runs out. All right, inside our 67 Camaro, horn, wipers, driver's side turn. 90,902 is on the odometer. Title reads exempt, true miles unknown. Fuel gauge functions. Passenger side turn. Temp, we'll keep an eye on in the test drive. Battery voltage, we have that, and we have oil pressure. All those are good things. Dash pad, nice condition. Clarity out of the rear view is real good. The sun visors are in real good shape. The headliners, nice condition. Center console looks to be in pretty nice shape. Radio does not work. So there's a plate here where the radio was. Somebody put a new radio in, and it still doesn't work. We don't know why. We don't fix radios. If I hit the button, it comes on and there's sound, so be it. If there's not, we don't touch it. Nice steering wheel. All right, let's drive it, see how it runs and shifts. Well, this car has a super nice ride and great get up and go. We'll show you that here when we take the corner, but let's start with the Speedo. That works. Hopefully you can see that with the glare. The car tracks real nice and straight. Look at that. Nice tight steering. Car's real tight steering wise. There are no vibrations. No issues with the motor tranny, you know, as far as, look at how steady that shifter is. On these old cars, if you get a lot of looseness or slop in the transmission fingers underneath there, the shifter will bounce back and forth, or some of them, if they're old and loose, they'll even pop out of gear, you know. None of that happening on this car. Our temp is good. We're about $1.60 right now. No tire vibration, no front end vibration. I'm going to check the brakes here when we come up to the traffic light. I'll do the brakes right now. Brakes, look at that. Look. So the reason I'm stopping like that with my hands off the wheel is because, you know, you want to make sure that each of those calipers up front are applying equal pressure. And, you know, if the car stops fairly straight, that tells you they are. If the car is stopping, you know, jerking to the left or jerking to the right, that's telling you something's going on with the front brakes. Running through a few gears here. We broke 75. So coming down from 60, look at this. Notice how the steering wheel's not shaking all around, shifter's not shaking all around. That tells you this car's nice and tight up front. If there was a lot of play in the front suspension, it'd be, you know, tires would be shaking, you know, ball joints, sway bar end links, you know, things like that, shaking all around up front. Tires are balanced, suspension's nice and tight, we're cooling properly. $1.60, that's even a little cool, you know. It's a little cooler here in Daytona today. We're about 60 degrees, but you know, this car should run probably between like 175, 185, somewhere like that. So it's running well within operating temperature. Once again, brakes. This car stops like a brand new car. It really does. Nice, smooth brake pedal. I drive a lot of these things, and this is one of the nicest stopping cars that I've driven in quite some time, and for a vehicle this age, you know. Great first gen we have here. Cool stuff. 386-944-9219 is our contact phone here in Daytona Beach. By the way, listen to how we're idling. We're not stalling out. I don't have to keep my foot on the accelerator to keep us running. We're not popping through the exhaust. There's no rough idle. Hanksters.com is our website. It's where you can find all the photos of this car along with this video presentation you're watching right this very moment. At full retail price, our 67 Camaro includes shipping in the lower 48 United States on an enclosed carrier. It also includes a powertrain warranty. That warranty is good on the engine, the transmission, and the rear end. It doesn't cover oil pan gasket leaks, tranny pan gasket leaks, valve cover gasket leaks, starters, batteries, alternators, tires, brakes, anything else you can think of that are wear and tear items or could possibly go bad. We basically back up the powertrain of the car saying, listen, we know this motor's strong, we know the tranny's good, we know the rear end's good. They're old cars, anything can happen. So it is a, a security to have a warranty on a 50, 60-year-old vehicle. Is the price of the car negotiable? Yes, it is, within reason. If we negotiate the price of the car, the warranty comes off. The warranty is good at full retail price only. Also, the shipping comes off. Time is money, and it takes time to ship cars. You have to look into the driver, make sure they're reputable, licensed, bonded, insured. You have to set up the pickup of the car. You have to arrange the delivery. You have to pay the driver when they pick the car up. At a negotiated price point, you'll do all that legwork on your own. Maybe you are a collector and you have your own method of transportation, be it an open or enclosed carrier. You're more than welcome to trailer this car home. And if you're local to us here in the Sunshine State, Central Florida, you can certainly drive the 67 Camaro home. Uh-oh, I'm gonna go through a puddle. It's gonna get my car all dirty. That sucks. Sprinklers in Florida, you gotta keep the grass watered so the sun doesn't kill it. But it's not good on clean cars. Hanksters Hot Rods is located in Central Florida, Daytona Beach. And once again, our website is hanksters.com. Check us out. First gen Camaros go quickly, and this is a pretty cool car. Power steering, power four-wheel disc brakes, 400 motor, 4-speed, great paint, lots going for it. Hanksters.com. Check us out.